What's going on, guys? TKD123 video, and today we're back with another video. It is so happy. I'm so glad to say these words right now. I've just been moving in to the new apartment. Everything's all crazy, and of course I'll give you guys an apartment tour in a few days time. Just let me get things set up and everything, because not everything 100%, but you know, pretty much everything's like 95% done, right? But today we're going to talk about the brand new PS4 update that is coming for all users. Now, this update was leaked a few days ago, I think around a week's time ago, and I chose not to report on it just because I don't like leaks, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't officially said by Sony or whatever, but then now it has been officially posted on the PlayStation blog and everything, so we are here to talk about it. And this one is a round number update, like a 5, you know, straight up like a 5 update. So this means that there's going to be some pretty good things here, usually pretty bulky when it comes to the whole number updates. But this one is pretty okay. It's not too crazy, but it's alright, you know what I'm saying? And right now the beta is rolling out for those that signed up. I did not sign up because, you know, I'm just kind of wanky about, you know, just having, you know, software that hasn't been fully, you know, just tested and released yet. I don't want to be the beta for that because there's a lot of stories of people getting their PS4s bricked, and I'm not trying to do that right now. So let's get right into what you'll be getting on the PS4 System Software 5. They start off by saying that they're going to be overhauling the master and sub account system and introducing the new family on PSN. So basically now you basically have adults and children and this whole, you know, new way of having the account set up and everything like that. And so the adults can manage what the kids, you know, can see and what they can, you know, download game-wise, video-wise, and everything on the controls and stuff like that. So I guess now, you know, that's a nice way of just laying it out. Now it's a little bit more, you know, streamlined and everything. It's not so weird having like a master and a sub account. Now it's just a family. You have your adults in the family, then you have the children in the family. Just makes it a little more straightforward. Definitely makes sense, you know, going forward, you know, with the PSN. Next up here, we move on to the friends list. Now they have new ways of managing the friends list. Now we can have custom lists, right? And so what you can do is you can add friends to this custom list based off of what, you know, you and that group of friends do. So let's say you have a group of Destiny buddies, let's say you have a group of Overwatch buddies or Lawbreakers buddies, or, you know, whatever game you're playing right now, you can add, you know, them into a group of friends list, and that way you can message them all, you know, in a group wise. You can go into chat mode better, you can go send invites and everything. So it just makes it a little more easier, you know, to find the friends that you frequently, you know, send messages to, and, you know, you just get invited to a lot of things. Now it's a lot easier for them and for you actually to be able to send those invites out to them. Next up here, probably the biggest thing in this update that is going to change a lot of things here is the broadcasting feature updates. Now there's been a lot of things made with broadcasting features. We're going to start with communities. Now if you own a community, you can now bind your community to your broadcast. When a broadcast is linked to a community, the people within that actual community button appears on the live from PlayStation Spectator screen. Once the spectator clicks on the community button, they'll be able to jump directly to your community page to check out the details. So basically it's like kind of like linking your broadcast to a big group that you have already set up. Next up here, they talk a little bit about PSVR here, and now they have a new setting where you can display messages from people in your stream, you know, through the VR. So that way you can see the actual messages, you know, in the actual chat going. If you're, you know, live right now on your VR system, you will be able to see those comments, you know, straight up in the VR space. Which, you know, they slightly mentioned that, you know, this is a great way for people to still be able to interact with the chat room and everything, even though they're in VR mode. So I do agree with that as well. And the next up here, following this, they have support now for Twitch users to have 1080p 60 FPS on stream. However, do take note, this is only for PS4 Pro users. I myself have a base PS4, so I will not be able to use this feature, but if you still have a PS4 Pro, you can actually stream in 1080p with a high frame rate. So definitely reps up to that. That's really, really good news right there. Now let's talk about messages and how they improve it here. So now you will be able to share your favorite music through messages on the PS4. So that's a pretty nice addition right there, I guess. But you can only share music that's on PlayStation Music on the service. Not so much like, I don't think you'll be able to, you know, do Spotify. Oh wait, no, just kidding. You will be able to share Spotify songs and everything on here. So that's a positive there. And you can also play those, you know, songs and everything, and the links will work even on the messages within the app on your phone. Now Now also, if you have multiple people that are trying to invite you to groups and everything, or you're in a lot of groups right now, you can easily now leave all of them, you know, just with just a check of a box, and then you can leave them all instead of having to leave each one individually. We now have a lot of new and cool updates to notifications now. Now you will be able to disable pop-up notifications while you're watching a movie or a TV show on the PS4. And they say that, you know, like, this is currently, you know, when you get new update, it is currently off, but you can go into notifications and, you know, enable that setting if you please. Now also, if you have people in the room that you don't want them reading your, you know, messages from PlayStation or whatever, if they pop up on the screen, now you can actually hide the physical text and a little sneak peek of what they sent, and now you can just say, you know, up in the top left corner that, oh, they just received a message from so and so. It's not that it's gonna read out, you know, any of the message that it used to do. Now, you know, honestly, this one right here is probably my favorite update here that pertains to me personally. Now you can change the pop-up color for notifications from white or black. So I'm definitely gonna do that blacked out notification. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do, you know what I'm saying. So I'm definitely gonna change that once I get the update. And for some weird reason, Sony and PlayStation still love the quick menu updates. They love talking about quick menu, and here they have plenty of updates to, you know, accompany that and double down on the quick menu hype, I guess, if you will. So now you can view the progress of downloads on games and DLC, you know, that are running right now in the background. So you can actually look at that on the quick menu rather than go back to the main menu, go notifications, and look at all that things. Now you can look at it straight to the quick menu. Along with that, you can also leave a group party that you were in right now. You can leave it now quickly on the quick menu instead of having to go to the main menu and leave the party there. And they also added the clock in the top right corner when you're in the quick menu. So if you want to know the time, you can go look at that. We get the last three items here. The first one here is virtual surround sound on the PSVR. Now the PSVR supports 5.1 and 7.1 virtual surround sound on your headphones when watching Blu-rays, DVDs in the mode of, you know, watching movies on your VR. So you can now have a little bit more better sound in VR. Now this one here is pretty interesting here. Now they have an improved bracket viewer for tournaments. You know what I'm saying? So now you can easily see the current standings and everything, and it's like a nice bracket layout. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. I like how they did that as well for a little bit of support in the PS4 tournament scene. And then along with that, the last thing here is they added some new languages to the system. Now you'll be able to read your PS4 in Czech, Greek, Hungarian, Indonesian, Romanian, Thai, and Vietnamese. So that is all the updates here for 5.0. That was a lot. And on that note, that is my time. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share down below. I appreciate you guys. Give me. Thanks for watching. And as always, I got you.